Hey Natural Hair Dynamics fam, this is your girl Candy, and today we are here with another tutorial. Yes, another banger. And today's video I'm going to be doing your regular basic box braids, dropping some hints and some tips for you guys, so you definitely want to watch through to the end. We're using Outre braiding hair 2T1B 27 is the color. 52 inches, and of course we're starting off with the parting, which is very important. This is the first tip and the first step. Make sure that your parts are super neat and consistent in size. Now I'm separating the braid in here, and this is also important in order to get the braids neat and the size is consistent. I am separating the hair in a 3/4 to a quarter ratio, and I'm overlapping the smaller piece over the larger piece. Yes, and I now have 3 equal pieces of hair. Then I go ahead and I'm separating her hair in 3 legs. Yes, 3 pieces. And if you notice, I have the middle part of the braiding hair between my big finger or my thumb and my index finger, and I'm going to use those 2 fingers to grab the middle portion of her hair, and the other 2 legs of the braiding hair will actually align with the other 2 portions or legs of her hair. And once I grab that, you can just start the braiding process, and that will also get your braids to be nice and tight, which is also another tip for very neat braids. Yes, you don't want it to be tight as in alopecia tightness tight, but it should be secure enough. It should look like it's freshly done. Yes, you should be able to tell from looking at the hairstyle that it was just done, as opposed to, looking all loose and raggedy. All right. So once you attach the hair at the root, that is actually the hardest part, and everything else is a breeze. You're just at this point just going ahead and just interlocking the hair as you go down, you know, braiding all 3 pieces together. And I do go ahead, guys, and I braid the hair as far as possible, as much as possible to the very end. And I feel that that also helps to get your hair or your braids looking nice and polished and neat all the way through. I don't like when there is a large portion of the hair left at the end, so I do braid it as far as possible to the end. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead now. We're on the second row, so I'm doing my parting. And of course, neatness also represents fullness. And so in order to get the braids full, I've been saying this for a while, but let's repeat. You want to make sure that the braid falls in between the 2 braids that are below. So of course, another tip for neatness is using your product. I'm using the Let's Jam. Yes, the magic fingers, just to condition and smooth her roots. And again, separating the braiding hair in a 3/4 to a quarter size ratio, overlapping the smaller piece over the larger piece, and creating 3 equal legs of braiding hair, and separating her hair into 3 portions, grabbing the middle portion with my index finger and thumb. And then from there, we're just, actually bringing the other 2 pieces of the hair around, and that pretty much seals the deal, attaches the hair, and starts the braid a rolling. Yeah, not too difficult, very easy. Once you master the process of attaching the hair, like I said before, it's just a walk in the park, literally. All right, so for the hair, the braid that I'm about to install now, pay attention to the positioning of that particular parting and how it will fall exactly in between the two braids that are in the previous row. And that will make all the difference in terms of making the hair look full and neat and alleviating excessive spaces and gaps in your style once the style is completed. So I'm pretty much going to edit it to the point where I am finished with this braid, just so you guys can see where it falls and how it falls smack in between the two braids that are below in the previous row. Okay guys, so I'm pretty much at the ending of the braid. As I explained before, I was going to just edit it to where the braid ends so I can show you how it falls. Yes, I braided almost to the very end and it falls smack in between those other two braids. Yeah, and this is the key to getting your braids to be full, which is very, very important in terms of achieving neatness. All right. So now that I've pretty much completed the entire head, done with the braiding process, I'm just going to go in and trim up the hair really, really, really quick. Thankfully, this hair does not need much trimming. So if you're looking for a good braiding hair, the Outre expression is a good one. So now I'm just going to do my hot water process, which is very important and very key to having neat, nice, sleek looking braids. Yes, you don't want to skip this step because the hair just will not be giving. It won't be giving at all. So yeah, the final step is to add a little bit of mousse, which you guys already know I love doing because it helps to smooth away any flyaways, conditions the hair, and gives it a nice smell. Yeah, so this is it, guys. This is my finished look. As you can see, the braids are not very small. However, they are still looking full and they are looking neat. So let me give you the 360. Yes. As you can see, I gave her a side part, but there's the option to flip the hair for a center part to the other side or to just flip it back once the hair loosens a little bit. So yeah, that is all I wanted to feature for today. Be sure to, just pay keen attention to those tips and tricks that I shared, if you want to achieve, nice, neat box braids. Yes, for sure, for sure. And if you guys have watched to this point, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you guys so much for rocking with Natural Hair Dynamics. If you're a first time viewer and you have not yet hit the subscribe button, please do so because you definitely want to keep in the loop and check out my future videos and the videos that I already have in the back. Thank you guys again and stick and stay until my next video. I will talk to you on my next one. Be safe and be blessed.